Women should meet some men where they are so they could have a relationship. So my thing is, do you think a woman should be meeting a man where he is if he's not doing anything? Like, should she be his motivator? Like, should she be the one who helps him get the job, dress him, fill out the applications, do all these things because she's meeting him where he is in life and trying to help him elevate? What you think?
It all depends on it all depends on what result you want in a relationship for a woman, from a woman. If you type of dude that a woman gotta motivate, a woman gotta go help you get a job, a woman gotta do your application, every 10 times something break around the house, she the one gotta call somebody to get it fixed. Listen, eventually she's gonna lose respect for you. As simple as that. Now,
Okay.
if she really, 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 really like you, I mean, she really like you, and she been chasing after you, you gonna be able to go a long time like that. But it's all gonna come down to the same result. She's gonna lose respect for you eventually.
But
When, go ahead.
in those cases, do you think she ever had respect for him? I mean,
No.
I keep hearing you men say so much about how important respect is in a relationship. Respect, respect, respect. But you first got to respect yourself. And to me, any respectful man would not get into a relationship with a woman if he ain't prepared. If he ain't got the tools, why is he getting into a relationship with her? Like, what are you talking about respect? There is no respect when you take your unrespectful ass into a relationship knowing you ain't got no car, you ain't got no house, you ain't got no job. You're an idiot. But you expect respect? You don't have respect for yourself. That's my thinking.
Well, you thinking wrong, because, and I mean, like, well, I ain't gonna say you thinking wrong. You got to look at it a different way. So, if a woman, she got to choose to be with you, and I think sometimes women act as if one minute it's an arranged marriage, next minute I get to choose who I want to be with. When shit go wrong, y'all act as if somebody made you get with that person. It was arranged for, so I didn't have no choice but to be with that person. You chose to pick the guy that didn't have a job. You chose to do that. So what was your reasoning behind choosing him? Did you think he was just such a great looking man? Did you like his personality? Did you like his personality and he was a good looking guy, but you could fix the fact that he was unmotivated and he didn't have a job? Because some women think that, like,
Well,
I can fix this part of him.
Come on, you already know the answer to that. The initial attraction is looks. The other attraction is, she may think he's a nice guy, may think all those things about him. He's attractive. He got a nice body, just like us. Y'all, we're just as superficial as y'all are. So when a woman initially sees a man, say she's in the gym, she see him, he's a fine guy, see him all the time, nice looking guy. Yeah, I might just have enough money to make his gym and, bum around with his friends because, gyms are important to guys. But he started talking to her. They started talking to each other. She thinks he's a nice guy. They go out a few times, and he might say, well, I'm in between jobs. And she said, well, I don't mind paying, because she wants to get to know him, because she finds him physically attractive and she likes his conversation. While goes on, and then become maybe physical, and then now she's taken with the physical aspects of the relationship. She enjoys him sexually, so all those things motivate her to say, you know what, I'm going to start to help him. He becomes her project. He becomes her fixer-up man. But what I'm saying is, as a man, if you want all this respect, why would you even accept or go out with a woman when you're not prepared?
Well, I didn't say that you wanted the respect. I said that is the outcome, or that's how you want a woman to act in a relationship. Some guys may not care about that. If you want the results, if you want to let a woman pay the bills, fill out your application for a job, all that. The results is gonna be she's not gonna respect you. Now you might be a guy that don't give a damn about all that there. You don't care if she respect you or not, long as you ain't got to get up in the morning and go to work. Some guys are like that.
Okay, so you're saying there are guys who don't care about respect. So respect ain't as important for some guys.
Exactly.
Okay. So, like I said, it won't matter to him then. You know, that kind of alleviates the problem whether she respect him or not. Because if he's the type of guy that will get involved with a woman and know he don't have shit to get started with, then respect is something he ain't looking for because he don't have respect for himself.
The problem is when you come in, when you think you can come into a relationship and you can be basically a bare minimum guy or below average dude, and you want respect. That's where the problem come in at.
Oh, because well, we know that's a no-brainer. Well, that ain't happening.
Well, you asked me about should a man want to be with a woman if he's a bum, basically. Mm-hmm. I said it all depends on the results that you want from the woman. If you the type of guy that don't care about respect, then yeah, you can do it. But if you a dusty nigga and you go into a relationship thinking that she's gonna respect you, I don't care how much she like you, eventually she's gonna lose respect for you.
How do you know? How do you know that she will lose respect for that man?
That's in a woman's nature.
No, that's what you think. Just like you saying there are some guys who don't care about having respect. How do you know that a woman cannot take a man and fix him up and not lose respect for him? How do you know that will happen? There are scenarios where that may not happen because that man can actually, with her encouragement and her fixing him up, what if this man turns out to be a successful guy?
And see what you're saying? That thought process is how you fall into a trap.
I'm just saying.
That's how women fall into a trap.
If you say it can be done the other way, if you say it could be done the other way, then why can't she have respect for him?
That type of thinking is what get women in trouble.
I'm just only playing devil advocate
because
here.
Number one, when a woman becomes a leader of the household, naturally that is masculine energy.
Okay.
And then the man is going to be feminine. He's going to take on a more feminine role because she's the one going out. She's the making the decision. She's the one basically in a provider position, in a fix-it-all position. Women don't naturally do that because women are built with feminine energy. I don't care how masculine you is. There's deep down inside, there's some feminine energy in you that it will rear its ugly head regardless. Just like men. It'll rear its ugly head. Masculine. But if you take on a different role, then guess what? Eventually, she's going to get tired of being masculine and she's going to want you to be the man. And that's when y'all say all the time, man, I want the man to actually be the man. I don't want to have to be the man of the house. I'm tired. I want to be in my femininity. That's all you hear on these podcasts.
And when you hear women say that, that's mostly based on financials based, and that's based on, security. That's based on, I don't want to have to get up and go to the job. I don't want to have to make the decisions. I want somebody to take care of me. I want somebody to be responsible for me. Mm-hmm. But then you turn around and you hear so many men, say, well, that's the gold digger mentality. You want to be taken care of. And of course, even though they want to be taken care of, they want to be taken care of to standards that they give themselves. So a woman is not going to it's not going to drop down to a man level if he only can do the bare minimum, or he can do, I guess what your average guy can do when she's used to being high class, providing for herself. She provides nails, $1,000 wigs, and the best of clothes. And then she gets with a man that's a regular guy, got a job, walking in his masculinity, and then he wants her to now settle for the things he can provide. That ain't happening. It's just not going to happen.
Well, nobody ain't going to Ain't nobody gonna put a gun.
So he got to raise to her. If he wants that woman, he needs to meet her standards. And see, that's the problem. Most guys don't want to meet the standard of the woman that they want. And then they get with other women, and then they get mad with that woman because she's not the woman that he wants. Then why don't you do the things that it takes to get the woman that you desire? Simple.
I mean, I don't never use that method, but I mean, I guess because if you out here trying to raise your standard to try to get some woman, then you already messing up from the get go.
Well, you think about it. Look at social media. Guys are always under pictures and images of like a pattern of women that they know are out of their league. They couldn't afford it. These women, I saw a podcast where the women were sitting there saying, the man sent her $30, for lunch. And she said he knew who I was. He knew what type of woman I was. He knew the class that I came from. What did he think I was gonna do with $30? That was insulting to her because he knew her. He had followed her. He had talked to her. He knew the type of woman she was. He knew that she was a class A woman. So why would he send her $30 for lunch? He was out of his league. Now, if he knew he wanted that woman, he shouldn't have sent her no money for lunch until he had enough to send her $200 or $300 for lunch. Or, like she said out of her own mouth, why don't they date the women that would be appreciative of $30? That's in his class.
If I had $1 billion and I gave a woman $30 and she didn't appreciate it, I don't give a damn about what you talking about. That ain't in your class. Well, I'm not in your class then.
Well, the bottom line is, it's not. What her point is, it's not that she didn't appreciate the $30.
Why?
She saw it as an insult because he knew the class of woman she was. Like she say, she's grade A. She's the tier top. So why would you think $30 grade A, meaning she's tier top, she's a 10. That thing y'all measure as being a 10. The prettiness, the fine, everything going, and she sustained herself with all these nice things.
Maybe she wasn't no 10 to him.
I don't know. I'm just saying what the lady said. She saw it as an insult. Maybe she wasn't a 10 to her. Maybe he wasn't to him. I'm sorry. Maybe she wasn't a 10 to him. But the bottom line is, the lady said he should have known better to do that because that was an insult. And there are other guys who got it would say it was an insult as well too. Why would you go after her, bruh? You can't handle. Think about it. Men are always in competition with each other. And so you're a regular guy, and here's this guy who's got it. He's making a lot of money. He's rich, and y'all both want the same girl. Automatically, that guy thinks you out of your damn league. He think you crazy to even come up against him. Nigga, you ain't got what she want. Already he's shitting on you. Already. Y'all do it all the time. So why would you think that the woman has a problem with thinking that she's top tier and she expect a man to show up in that manner for her? Because she been dating top tier guys. And top tier guys will shit on that guy who sent her $30. They laugh at him. Y'all make the rules. Men, y'all would laugh at that guy.
That same woman for a different dude ain't gotta send her shit and she'll be fine with it. Hell, he can just send her over a bologna sandwich and she'll be giggling underneath her breath. But
why you think that?
Because she don't like him that much. But I know when a woman like a dude enough, and you don't even have to go see. We look at it as if the woman, she making millions of dollars. Just think of your regular woman, because one woman is making a lot of money. One woman is making, just say, above average money financially. Mm-hmm. The thought process ain't gonna change that much. So you could take a woman that's making, just say she's a lawyer, or she's a top-notch lawyer or mid-range lawyer. She's making just say $200,000 a year. Them same women to move a dude in with her that don't got no that he ain't got no job. They'll move him in and try to fix him up.
Of course, because the money don't matter. She'll be quicker to do it because money doesn't matter to her.
Hold on. So why, if the money don't matter then, why it matter when the dude son of $30? If the money don't matter
to that woman, the woman don't matter because what makes her top tier is different than what makes the other woman top tier. You're talking about a woman who's financially successful over a woman who thinks her beauty and her body makes her top tier. She could not have 2 nickels to rub the goddamn together. But because she looks the part, she looks good, she got the body that most men are attracted to, she feels like she's valuable because she's poured into herself, her looks, her body. So therefore, she has groomed herself for a particular type of guy.
Because it all boils
bottom line.
It all boils down to this right here. Simple. If she was that bad, she'll be with a man married, and that'll be it.
Not necessary. Not necessary. There you go. Not necessary.
Obviously, she hadn't found that.
Well, she haven't found the guy that she wants. I'm pretty sure she has many suitors with her looks and body, and so because she has her selective suitors, she's looking for a particular one. And so it's not.
That's my point.
It's not her
fault. So she hadn't found a particular one,
and that's okay. But that doesn't stop other guys. So that means that she's open to different types of guys dating her. She's open to it. But what she's saying is, if you're out of your league, stay in your lane. Don't even come for me if you know you ain't got what it takes to come after me. I've groomed myself. I've worked on my looks. I've worked on me. I work on my body. I've made the sacrifices to look this way, and I don't want you.
Wait, what if you the particular guy that she looking for? So that's the thought process of the men that approach her. I might be the particular guy.
Well,
and that means I ain't got to do nothing.
If you know she requires certain things, then you need to be able to bring them to the table. That's what she's saying. If you know who I am and how I am, and she said he knew, why is it that you would insult me by sending me $30? That's an insult. That's an insult.
That sounds like an unappreciative person.
Well, most people would see it that way.
My mama taught me like this, man. A person give you $1, you should be thankful. Because at the end of the day, God could, if you think you that high above somebody, God could take all that shit away in the blink of an eye. You could be just as poor as the next man.
But why would we say God would take that away from her? She might have asked God for physical beauty. She might have asked God for certain things so that she can get the type of man she wants and live the type of life that she want to live. What's wrong with a woman taking her natural God-giving attributes and going after the type of man she wants? If he's rich and she wants a rich man, men want beautiful women.
That's not what you're saying.
What you mean? That's not what I'm saying.
$30 is an insult.
Well, to her it was.
Son, of $30 is an insult.
It was.
I say you look at it as an insult. I look at it as just an unappreciative person.
I'm not looking at it.
Because a person should appreciate anything that somebody take the time out to give it to them. If it's not an agenda or a motive behind it.
So why? If it wasn't an agenda and a motive behind him buying her lunch and he knew what type of woman she was, why didn't he send her more?
Maybe he didn't have more.
Then why even try to date her?
Well, how does he know that some women don't require that, even though they do have a lot of money, even if they look beautiful. Listen, all beautiful women don't act like that.
You're not listening. She said he knew her and he knew what she likes. He knew the type of woman she was. He knew it. But he still, against all that, shot his shot when he knew he was out of league. He knew he was out of her league.
I guess. And
I'm not saying it was an insult. She perceived it as an insult.
She can, of course.
$30 is a lot of money for lunch.
Of course, she can say it's an insult. Of course, she can.
Because she consider herself top tier.
Yeah, but in all to be honest, she's just being unappreciative.
Well, that's the way you see it. But if a guy has it like that and he has that kind of money, he would get right next. The two guys sitting there talking, and they both decide to send her something. I'm guaranteed.
So let me ask you this question: which one would you rather have? A man that has a lot of money and give you a lot of money, or a man that give you his last?
Which one I would rather have?
Yeah. Which one do you think is the better man?
I'm self-made, so of course I'll take the man that'll give me his last.
There you go.
Because I'm self-made. That's where we talk about the lawyer and this. If you're a woman who already has all that, and you're not out there pushing your body and your looks for what you're attracting to attract the type of man that you want, if that's not all you're selling, and you went out and you educated yourself and you're a career woman and you can make your own money, then you're choosing a man on something totally different. But if I groom myself to be attractive, I worked on my body, my personality, and all these things. I did this so I could get me $1 million dude. Then dude, I want $1 million dude because I did the work to get $1 million dude. But if I went to school, I educated myself, I've gotten a job, I've done that, then I may just want a regular average dude because I'm not looking for him to back me financially.
I mean, listen.
I'm looking for love.
If that's what you value, I guess I say it like, if you value that, yes, I guess you would consider that an insult. Because that's what you value.
Of course.
And I can't tell you what to value, but I can tell you. Go ahead.
It's not even about value or what we don't value. The bottom line,
it ain't.
The bottom line in these situations,
hell it ain't. If you up here telling a man that's an insult to send him $30, and you looking for $1 million, your ass value money.
Exactly. I'm saying what I'm saying.
It ain't all about what it ain't
I'm
about value.
I'm not saying in that situation we're talking about the value. We're talking about the work. We're talking about the work and the effort that person has done. So just like that, just like the woman,
money though.
Just like that woman, and is there a problem? Is there something wrong with looking for money?
That's what you value.
Is there something
you
may value more than just money?
I can't tell you what the value.
You may value more than money.
I can't tell you what the value, but obviously that's what you value. That
may be one of your values.
You did your work. You looking for $1 million man.
Yes, that's right.
So that's the start.
What's wrong with that?
That's the start.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a woman who comes up and say, "I am going to groom myself, and I am going to do the things to marry a rich man"? Women do it all the time, All the time, women have done it. So? Some of the women come from families who have very little, but they pour money into their daughters to put them into the place in the right parties, the right games, the right atmosphere, so that they can meet the man with the right money. They groom them that way.
Okay.
So what's wrong with a woman who wants to do that? She may not want to do it the typical way. She might want a regular guy. She may not want a regular guy. She may not want to go to school. She may want to be a beautiful, rich man's wife. That may be her goal in life.
Well, that's what she values.
Exactly.
I'm not finna tell you. I already said I'm not gonna say what you should and shouldn't value, but you get the result you get out of it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, she gonna get a rich man.
You get out of it.
And so the poor men need to stay out of her lane.
So if you
bottom line, you gotta know your place. Just because I'm friends with you,
you ain't too good, man. You not.
But you gotta know your place.
Yeah, I don't give a damn how good you look. I don't think you better than me.
But that's you.
I don't think you better than me.
And it's
ain't no man, no woman better than me.
Listen to what you're trying to say. You're trying to say she thinks she's better. It's not that she thinks she's better. She's not thinking that she's better. She's just saying, dude, you're not in my league if you think that's
you're not in my league, that means you think you better than me. Telling me something.
Not necessarily.
That's what that is.
Not necessarily.
Not
necessarily. She's groomed herself to be in a certain league, and therefore she wants certain type of guys.
The league I'm in.
So the guys
that the league you
that's
in.
right. Just stay out your league. Just stay out your league. That just means I don't want you. You're not my type of guy. You're not. I'm not fishing in your pond. So therefore, don't jump out of the pond with the catfish and try to get over here with the redfish. You don't belong. Stay in your lane. That's all she's saying. Stay in your damn lane.
I guess. I mean,
or do what it takes to become a big fish. That's it. That's it.
I ain't doing nothing to trying to get.
Well, I didn't say for you to do it. I'm just saying that why don't men do that? Like, why do you go and try to date a woman that you know you can't afford? Why are you dating at all?
I mean,
get yourself together.
It boils down to this. If that woman really like you, it's not gonna matter. Women are like that.
So we go back to it's okay for a woman to take care of a man, but then you're going to turn around and say, well, she would never expect him.
I didn't say it's okay. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I said it all depends on the result you want to get from the woman. I didn't say whether it was okay. I didn't say whether it was not okay. I'm not here I can't tell a man what to do. All I can do is tell you probably the results you're going to get. And if you take that approach, this is how she's probably going to treat you. If you take the other approach, this is probably how she's going to treat you. That's all I'm saying.
There's no guarantees. So he might luck up. She might take care of him and respect him to the hill. That's your opinion. I ain't never seen no woman. That's what you ain't never seen.
I ain't never seen no woman that take care of a man and respect him.
You don't know that. You don't know that because eventually the man you look at Denzel Washington. He said when he first started out, his wife took care of him. She was the successful one. Now look at him. He takes care of his wife. I know damn well she respects him. That just means you got to do the things you need to do. She took a chance, and now look how I paid out for her. So it can happen.
We talking about dudes that you got to fill out the application.
So what? I fill out his application.
You got to pay all the bills. You got, man. I'm telling you.
So
and
he might become the CEO.
If you're a type of man that's moving towards something, and you have a goal in mind, and you're moving towards the goal, yes, she will respect you for doing that. But I'm not talking about them kind of guys. I'm talking about a guy that's content with just being there with her. But
that's not what I said. But I hear what you're saying. You say you're talking about guys
you
just want to be a bum. I ain't moving nothing. I say you say meet him where he is, and then she does all these things to bring him to a certain point. That's what I said.
Man, you moving the goalpost.
Okay, whatever. You always say that when you don't get the point. You want to change the whole situation to just bum niggas. I ain't talking about bum niggas. You know, we got plenty of bum niggas.
So
let me tell you, just like you just say about that woman, they got bum niggas. Them gigolo niggas who don't have no intentions on working and move from woman to woman. Yeah, because they groom themselves to be fine, work out, look a certain way so they can go from woman to woman to woman and not have to be responsible. Yeah, they got men out there that do the same thing.
Okay.
Gigolos.
If that's what he want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I didn't say the bum ass nigga. I said meeting the guy where he was, and she got to do all the work.
But she ain't got to do a damn thing because she shouldn't have chosen him in the first place.
Well, he might have chose her.
Nobody ain't put we don't live in no dictatorship. We don't live in the culture where we have arranged marriage. At the end of the day, you have a choice whether you want to be with that person or not. At the end of the day, so you can't absolve yourself from all responsibility.
But why?
Now nobody deserves to get in a relationship and then get mistreated. But at the end of the day, you still got to absolve some of the responsibility because you selected. You hit Coke instead of Sprite. Nobody didn't tell you to hit the Coke button.
So why say meet them at where they are? You know, why are they constantly asking women to try to work with men where they are? Certain men, like your everyday common man. Why is it a thing for women to meet them where they are? That era is over. Nobody wants to meet you where the hell you are. You need to get to where you want to be before you start pursuing.
And I probably could find a whole bunch of women that probably don't even. I'd rather date a hard 7 than date a 8, 9, or 10.
Why?
I ain't gotta worry about all that shit.
Why? So you have a problem. So you're not gonna date a 10 because you gotta worry about taking care of her and providing for her on the level that she desires.
I date a 7.
Shit, you might not even get no 7 with that, baby. Some 7s, you might think she a 7, but to her, she might think she a 10. And I'm pretty sure there's some millionaire men that might think that 7 you talking about is a 7 is a 10. So your luck might not be that great with getting a 7. You might want to go down a little bit.
No, I'm good with 7. I can get a.
What do you consider a 7?
A solid 7.
What do you consider a 7?
A solid 7.
What do you consider a 7?
7 in beauty. Somebody that can put some makeup on or something. She look pretty good. That's a 7. That's a 7.
And that's all she have to do is put some makeup on and look pretty good to be a 7. Boy, please get out of here.
Put a little makeup on.
Get out of here. By that doggone standards, damn near half America is a damn 7 to you.
7.
Come on, stop being sitting over there being facetious. Stop it. The bottom line is
tolerable without makeup.
Oh my God, and that's a 7 to you. Oh my God, you are so. I don't know what to say about you sometimes. Sometimes stuff just roll off your tongue and it don't make no sense in your brain. You just say it. A 7 is somebody who could just put some makeup on. Do you know how many women put up on makeup and then when they take the makeup off, they look like they might be a 0?
No, but they got to be tolerable without the makeup.
Yeah. But even if they're tolerant, so you're only talking about physical, like their facial attributes. Plus, they don't have to have nothing else.
No, they got to have more than that.
Okay, I asked you what was a 7 then.
Plus, she has a few goals of her own. She's a very clean lady. Does she need to know how to cook? I would prefer, but everybody can't cook. So, hell. Yeah, shit.
Listen to what you're saying.
Everybody
See, there's an old saying, be careful what you ask for. Even if you're asking and you put it out in the universe, state exactly what you want. Now, you just sit there and say it. She don't know how to cook. It's okay if she don't know how to cook. But when you hungry and you come home from a hard day's work, and ain't no food in the house and you want to eat, that's gonna be a problem. That 7 ain't gonna be so good to you.
If you don't know how to cook, I mean, if you cooking, you think and you ain't that good at cooking, I just rather not. Hell no, because that's worse than not you had nothing to eat.
I didn't say if she's not that good at
Everybody
cooking.
can cook.
Said make sure that the 7 you describing have all the features that you want. So why would you choose a 7 that ain't that good at cooking and you say I want her to be able to cook good? Yeah, come on now. I asked you what was a 7 to you. See, that's the problem right there. Y'all don't even know what y'all want, but y'all expect us to figure it out. Please.
I don't expect y'all to figure it out. Let me see what else she needs.
Oh my God, you don't even know what
I
she
ain't
needs.
that choicy.
See, that's what I'm saying. And you could take a 2.
No,
I
ain't
can hook you up.
No 2.
I got a ladies.
No, I ain't going below.
I can hook you
I'm not
up.
going
I got
below
a few ladies I can hook you up.
I'm not going below.
I got a few ladies
6.
I could hook you
and
up with.
I probably ain't going. Nah, I gotta stay by 7.
By your standards, I can get you 100 girls right now lined up for you to choose from. You said all they gotta do is be halfway decent without makeup. Put on makeup and it enhances their beauty. They can cook. Maybe yes or no. Have some goals of their own. There you go. I got you. That's I could get you 1,000 of them.
Shit.
Getting easy. They'll be in your DM tonight. That's easy.
Let me think of what else.
Now you got to think. See, that's the problem. You are a man who does not know what he wants.
That's a lie.
You don't. You don't know what you want in a woman.
And even if I don't know what even if I don't know what I want.
Don't. And that's the problem.
When I see it, I'll let you know.
See, most of y'all don't. The bottom line is you ask for all these unrealistic things. And then when you get somebody, then you're looking for something else and saying what they don't do. So therefore, like I say, be prepared. Go and get yourself prepared and know exactly what it is that you want.
No,
that's why it says
the main thing with me is she got to be respectful. She got to listen.
What do you mean she got to listen?
Oh, yeah,
I hate when men say that like a person is a child. When you say that, explain to me, what do you mean when you say a woman has to listen? Oh my God.
Because most women that's single without a man, it's probably women that don't listen.
When you say a woman has to listen, tell me what that in details. Give me a scenario of listening, what you think she should do. Please map it out for me.
When it comes down to me making decisions and logical decisions, she needs to listen to what I say. She needs to follow the guidelines. Now, I will take her opinion. I will consider her thoughts, ideas. But at the end of the day, if I'm the man of the house, I'm gonna take the fall if the shit go wrong. I'm not gonna be sitting up there and then she up here making all the decisions. The shit go wrong, then she gonna blame it all on me. And the fact of the matter is, I was listening to her when I should have been listening to myself.
What does it matter?
And then women are too emotional.
What does it matter?
And y'all make decisions off emotional.
What does it matter? If it's a failed decision, whether you made it or she made it, what does it matter? You still a man, so you take the fall for it.
No, I'm gonna do shit.
You take the fall for it.
If I'm falling, I'm gonna fall for the decision I made.
You're not gonna fall for the decision of the family.
No, I'm not gonna take. No, hell no.
Why
I'm not gonna let you make a decision that I know better, and then when the shit go wrong, you should take the blame. Like, hell I am. Oh, no,
why not? You should, because you let her make that decision. You followed her lead. You gave up leadership.
I let her.
So it's your fault.
That's why I say you got to listen.
You gave up leadership.
That's why I say you got to listen.
Shit.
You said you asked me what does listening mean?
Yeah, I told you, give me a scenario.
Listening means. That's what listening means.
Okay.
That's exactly
that made sense, but I asked you to explain what that means, because I get so sick of men saying she gotta listen like she's a child. So explain to me what you mean. And you mean in household decisions, you want to be the person to make them all, good or bad. You want to make them so that you can take responsibility.
I don't want to make all the decisions. I don't have to make every single decision.
Make up your mind,
because it's decisions women have to make that comes within a feminine realm of decision making. But the overall, when it comes to food, shelter, things of that nature, that it boils down to it disturbing my ability to provide and that things of that nature, I'm making those decisions.
Okay, give me a scenario. I asked you for a scenario. Okay. I want an actual scenario.
We go to buy a house.
Okay.
Hey, baby, this a house I'm gonna get. This is $275,000. Mm-hmm. No, baby, I want this one. She go, I want this one. It's $450,000. Mm-hmm. But it got the extra bedroom. My mama can come stay. My cousin can come stay. I can do this. We can make this room. This and nah, baby, we gonna get this $275,000. Oh no, I deserve better than this. Nah, I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm gonna tell you this is the house we gonna get. So you just might as well get ready for it. Cause I ain't gonna get nothing that I can't afford. See, some guys.
Well, that would be silly.
Well, it's silly now because but women do that almost all the time.
Come on now. A woman knows that if you're with a man and you know y'all financial,
don't know that.
Listen, if you're with a woman, well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of women don't know that, because men are secretive and they lie about finance. They keep all this stuff hidden, telling the woman she don't need to know these things. That's not, you don't have to worry about that. So how the hell does she know what you can afford when you want to be so secretive about everything, the runnings of the house?
You want me to know what? Please. You want me to know how she'll know?
Please.
Whenever I tell them.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. That's like having a child. You know. What I tell her, listen to me. So you want a robot or a child. You don't want a partner. A partner we share, so we no. Yes, you do, because I need to know the runnings of the house and the financial situation. So therefore, I would not be foolish enough to be going out there looking at a $450,000 when I know my husband can't afford it. No, that's foolish.
Because I'm gonna tell you exactly what I can afford. That $275,000 home.
She won't even do that.
You just need to stay under that.
No, she wouldn't even do that.
That's all you need to be trying to be worried about. When you be a big dog
and she don't know nothing and you're doing all these things, well, why not ask for what you want? Fuck, you don't know what he has, because he's keeping everything a secret. He's not an equal partner. He's not talking to you like you're an adult. He's not sharing with you like you're an adult. He's not coming to the table like you're an adult and say, hey, baby, we're buying a house. This is where we are. This will keep us in our affordable budget. I have mapped everything out. So when we're looking, these are the type of houses that you need to let the lady know. These are the areas that I think best suit our life, where our kids can go to school, crime rate. I've checked all these things. So now she has She has a clear blueprint of what she can go and do. Shit.
You don't need to know all that.
Yeah, they do. We do, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Men want to take us like we're idiots and not do that. And if you do that, that's easy.
No,
that's a lot easier.
That's like if you take a woman places where you don't need to be crossing over.
That's showing that you respect the woman and you're coming to the table and letting her know the things, the running. Because you don't know what could happen to you, and she needs to know how to move with those things. So that's bullshit. That's a lack of trust in that relationship. That's I'm the big dog in charge.
That's right.
I'm the big dog in charge. That doesn't make you the big dog in charge. That makes you a fool.
I'm JD Walker up in this thing.
You're gonna handicap the person that's supposed to be your right hand. He said the two shall become one. I'm not one with you if I don't know the runnings of the house. You make the decision, but I need to have the knowledge. Come on. A man that's afraid to share and teach his woman,
you know what?
He's weak.
That's the same thing when Adam told Eve not to go and eat from the forbidden fruit.
Adam didn't tell Eve that.
God, she was told that.
Okay,
in Genesis,
Adam didn't tell Eve nothing.
Not to do that, but
he was too taken with her body.
You just want to go over there doing things that don't concern you, cause it's ours. I need to know. I need to see. No, you don't need to see. Take your ass from over there. Stay over here. You ain't worried about nothing. Ain't nothing happening. So just stay. It's almost like you're not happy until shit going wrong or till you stressed about something.
There's always going to be temptation and evil. Even a man himself can be tempted. God himself was tempted. She was tempted. Adam was tempted by Eve. Are you a crazy fool? You're a crazy fool. His lust and temptation for Eve made him eat the apple. Because guess what? The same scenario, God said to both of them. God said to both of them, of the fruit of good and evil, you should not eat. So once she went and ate, once she was tempted by the devil to eat of the fruit, and she brought it back to him, Mr. I'm the man, why did he not say no? Why didn't he stand up and be the head of the household and say, no, God has forbidden me to eat, and I will not take part in it? Why didn't he do that? Because if God gave him her, he would have gave him another one, or the punishment would have been on him.
That's the thing. So no. Why she took her ass over there in the first place?
Don't know.
That's the thing.
Guess what? Another
I need to know this and I need to know that.
Another example of a man failing at leadership. That's it. Because had he been leading her right,
so that's why,
she wouldn't have went over there. She wouldn't have went over there.
That's why I say
he would have had her doing something else.
That's why I say you need to listen.
No.
You need to listen.
No.
So I don't get caught up in that shit.
Bottom line.
Got caught up,
and I don't disagree.
And shit fell apart.
I don't disagree that we shouldn't come together and sit down and a woman should listen. Yeah. No, you can't. You know that's crazy.
Not when it comes to not when it comes to my part.
Yeah. Okay.
Now if it's something in the middle, yeah.
No, something in the middle. So you want to select what you will let her in on, but you want her to trust you with her life
and things like that.
And you want her to trust you with her life.
Yeah, you gotta trust somebody.
Please. That's what you asking her to do.
You gotta trust somebody.
Just walk around and leave her.
Hey, listen, you ain't got to trust.
You can run your own life.
She ain't got to trust me.
Yeah,
she ain't got to trust me.
We're not idiots. So a partnership is about talking to your partner about the runnings of the household, and the submission part of that is when a woman trusts you enough to allow you to lead. Because we're supposed to be submissive to each other, and her submission comes in allowing you to be the man.
You don't allow you lead. You just naturally follow. You just naturally follow.
No, she has to submit.
You start talking about you gonna allow me to lead.
Yes, because I don't have to allow you to leave. I don't have to allow you to leave. I can go let some other man lead me because you're an idiot.
Go lead him.
I don't have to allow you. The woman has to submit to you. She's allowing you to lead. Shit.
I ain't finna follow you.
It doesn't matter.
You ain't allowing me to do nothing.
Yes, she is. She's allowing you to lead her once she submits to you. Why are you crazy?
You just naturally follow somebody. All this ain't got to convince a woman.
It's not, I didn't say anything about
convincing.
convincing. I said she allows you to lead her. When she chooses to submit to you, that means she loves and cares and believes in you enough to allow you to lead her. That means I surrender my life, my well-being, my way of life to you as a man. Come on. She allows you.
Yeah, if you say so.
Yeah, it's you don't want to accept it, but that's the way it is. When she chooses you, she allows you to lead her. She surrenders everything to you, saying, I will trust you with my well-being in all aspects of my life. And she submits it over to you. That is submission. So she's allowing you to lead her. Because she could allow Bill over here to lead her, but she chose you. So she has to allow it, dude. You don't just get to go, come follow me. You ain't Jesus. Please.
Shit. I'm the man himself.
Please. That's the problem. You think that.